Hey there, Brooke. How are you?
Hey, Timbo. Aloha. I'm
Hello,
good.
MAGA Institute fam. We thought that in the quarantine, lockdown, everybody in their own jail cell, we would record one of our conference calls so you could listen in as Brooke and I are discussing what's going on with MAGA Institute. We started the book club last night, Brooke.
Yes, that's very cool. Orwell, right? George Orwell.
Orwell's essay, Politics in the English Language. You can find it
Awesome.
on the YouTube channel. But you might not be able to find the YouTube channel yet because we don't have 1,000 subscribers. We need 1,000
Right.
subscribers. So if everyone would just find it on the MAGA Institute Facebook group page, then when they get to the YouTube channel, if you could please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like the video, and then watch it. It's about an hour, and I go through the essay and I make my own comments along the way.
Very cool. So annotated notes by Timbo.
Annotated notes by Timbo. And next week we're going to be, I said we're going to be doing 1984, but actually next week we're going to be doing Animal Farm because it's.
So are you suggesting to people to read up on it before they?
I am strongly suggesting that people read Animal Farm before we do the next book club.
Very cool. Very cool.
But it'll be fun. We'll be looking, and as the books get longer, I'm not going to read the entire book. So
yeah.
We'll have homework, and we'll do them every few weeks so people will have time to read the book. But
Very
it
cool.
will always be better to read the book first before you come to class, just like it was
when you went to class.
Val asked yesterday if there's going to be a test, and I told him yes, 45 multiple choice, 10 short answer, and 1 killer essay question.
Of course. Those would always kill me.
So we, for the second time in 2 weeks, Brooke, we had the rug pulled out from under us. We thought that there was going to be no primary last week, and there was a primary. Yeah. Ohio is the only one that delayed. Michigan did have their primary. And then this week, we thought Wisconsin was going to get delayed, and Wisconsin didn't get delayed.
I don't get it. Really, I don't. How are they doing it? I'm glad to see that it's happening, but I don't know how they're facilitating it.
Well, the good news is that Wisconsin Democrats are not going to be able to cheat. Originally, what they were saying was that they were going to have election day yesterday, and then they were going to take mail-in ballots for 6 days because then they'd find out how many votes they needed to steal.
Of course. Well, that's what harvesting and ballot fraud is like all across the country.
You know what's frustrating to me is that we know that the reason the Republicans could never fight back against the Democrats cheating an election is because of that stupid consent decree that the GOP entered into in 1983.
1983, yes.
Like the shenanigans down in North Carolina that finally got released in 2018, a year and a half ago, right before the election. And still the GOP isn't taking the Democrats to court for all of their cheating. So I don't know.
And then we had heard, didn't we hear something like there was going to be some DHS report, Department of Homeland report regarding what took place actually in 2016?
Yeah, that turned out to be BS along with everything else that we heard from that particular news source.
Okay. That was crazy. I didn't know that. I couldn't remember where it came from, so I didn't really know.
News source, Channel 17.
Okay. Yeah, origin. I didn't know its origin, so.
What
a disappointment.
Very big disappointment, but the president knows that they're cheating. The guy's up to his eyeballs in alligators, but did you see Honey Badger today?
Which time? I watched this 2 hour. Which one? Which one?
Well, first of all, he trolled Burks like a beast. And he put her right on the spot and he said, all of these empty seats, the media here is very upset. They used to be so close together, they were almost sitting on each other's laps. When are they going to be back? Because the media outside is very jealous of all these people, and they all hate me, and they want to get back in here so that they can hit me. When are they going to be able to get back in here and hit me? And she's looking at him like, why are you putting me on the spot like this? Barr cannot control himself in the back, and he just starts giggling, and that Honey Badger chin just starts going. And Trump looks at him, and he looks at Trump and winks,
hearing a lot of
laughing.
I love it. I love to see him in action. He is never not on point, our president.
And neither is Bill Barr. Anybody had any doubts All they had to realize is that last week Barr indicted 11 people for donating illegally to every single Democrat. If you look at
Ooh.
the donations, it's $2,700 to every single Democrat senator.
What? No, I didn't see that.
Kirsten Sinema,
Wow.
Kirsten Gillibrand, Chuck Schumer, everyone. What they were
Right.
doing is they were laundering foreign money into this guy's account, and he was saying that he was making donations, which is
Mm-hmm.
totally illegal.
Yeah, totally. Totally. You can't keep money from illegals or from foreign nationals.
But what else is new? Democrats do this all the time.
I know. We have to hold them accountable. When is the hammer going to fall?
The entire party needs to be, we need to give the case to Rudy. Rudy's already asked for the case. We need to give the case to Rudy because this is what people don't understand. The parties aren't in the Constitution.
Nope.
Presidential elections aren't even in the Constitution. There doesn't need to be a convention. There doesn't need to be a party at all. Only thing the Constitution requires is that the states, through their legislatures, select electors.
Right.
States decide to have presidential elections. There is no constitutional right to vote for president. None.
Man, the world would come undone, though, if they totally redid this.
They would just go insane.
Oh, insane if we went back to the Constitution.
I want to undo 17A because
I know. I do.
I don't want to be electing my senator. I want my state
shouldn't be.
to elect my senator.
Precisely as it should be.
And but people don't realize that parties aren't in the Constitution.
I know.
Nominating conventions aren't in the Constitution. Delegates aren't in the Constitution. This is all just...
Yeah, it's all just a bunch of fluff we added later.
Exactly.
Bunch of fluff.
And the reason I bring that up is the Democratic Party is a corporation. Republican Party is a corporation.
Yep.
Because of that beautiful Supreme Court decision, corporations are legal persons.
Citizen United.
People are upset about that because they don't understand why it's important. It's important because if a corporation is a legal person, you can sue a corporation. The United States Department of Justice can sue the Democratic Party Incorporated under the RICO Act for money laundering and also, conspiracy, fraud, conspiracy to commit fraud.
Maybe even murder. We don't know.
Just saying.
How do we know?
By the way, speaking of which, did you see who died today?
Who died today? No, I missed that.
Linda Tripp. 70.
No, are you kidding?
Nope. 70 years old.
Wow. That's still pretty young. Was she sick with corona?
Nope. Not that I heard.
Okay. It's pretty young.
There was a scarf missing from her collection.
There was a what?
There was a red scarf missing from her collection.
Oh, don't even.
Allegedly.
Oh my gosh. There are so many theories swirling around about all of that. You hear about, you hear about the earthquakes and the explosions that are happening in some cities, and many people are calling those, that they're rooting out or they're excavating the tunnels. We've heard about those for years. I want to see concrete fact. I don't want to hear conjecture anymore. I'm tired of listening to so-and-so said over here and I heard about this. I want to see concrete fact, and I know our people do too.
Well, you know how PSYOPs work, you know how LARPers work. They take a kernel of truth, okay? And here the kernel of truth is that this president is prosecuting sex trafficking and child pornography more than any president in history.
History, yes.
That's all true.
Right.
People have been arrested. NXIVM was busted. Epstein was busted. Epstein was killed in prison. He did not kill himself. All of this stuff is true.
Right.
Everything around that the tents in Central Park are over the entrances to tunnels and children are being taken out and they've been sex slaves since birth and they're all deformed and they're on the U.S. Comfort. And that's why there's no patients on the Comfort because the children are on the Comfort. All of that stuff is 100% pure, unadulterated LARPer BS.
Well,
and the problem
we don't know.
Filtering out the truth from The
He
non
actually, yesterday a reporter asked him in the briefing, asked President Trump, what else are those ships doing that are going to Latin America? And he said, well, they're fighting the cartels. We are on a multi-front, war here, and we're fighting the cartels. She wanted to know what else specifically. And he talked about the scourge of sex trafficking and child trafficking. That was the first time I've ever heard him say it in one of our briefings.
yes.
First time. And so that, I think that's a huge movement toward, letting us in on some of the activity that's happening, but still not giving us enough. And the man's not going to telegraph what he's doing. He
Never,
told us that when he was running for office.
nor would we want him to.
Nor should we be looking for the answers all the. I mean, I know we all want to know, and we want to see rescued children, and we want to see those that are horrible, wicked scourge of humanity go to prison or even be shot in the town square. We want to see that if it's true, but we still have to hold on to things that are factual, not things that we hope and wish for or that we hear rumors of. And that's happening with everything with this virus.
Yeah, there's so much good news, because here's another thing that's factual. He fired Inspector General Atkinson.
Oh,
This is what the media is not putting together yet. It's so much fun. They think he got fired because of changing the rules and allowing the whistleblower complaint to be signed by a third party and all that. He
okay.
fired as Inspector General of the intelligence community for what he did to facilitate impeachment. He was fired because he was the Department of Justice attorney on the FISA cases. He was charged with reviewing all the FISA applications and making sure that they comported to standards. And 83% of them did not comport to the standards. So he was fired as IG from the intelligence community, not for what he did with impeachment, but for what he did during FISA abuse.
During FISA, yeah.
6 more inspector generals are going to be fired, including the Inspector General for Health and Human Services, who already said that she was going to start 5 different investigations of the president for the response to this coronavirus. Okay?
She's the one they're all quoting while they're in the media room, and they're all quoting. He says, "Where'd she come from? How'd she get here? Tell me about her again."
Exactly.
She was an Obama holdover, for
yeah,
sure.
he knows precisely who she is.
He asks these questions because he wants them to think or them to ask the questions. He already knows the answer to all these questions.
Of course he does. Do you know what else he knew the answer to?
Which one?
I got $100 says he knew what the price of oil was yesterday.
Of course.
That poor reporter. I don't know. Look it up. No. You lose. You're going to go to somebody else.
I love it. He's so great. He's so great.
And then little Jimmy Acosta, poor Jimmy. Jimmy keeps thinking he's going to get a chance to kick the football.
Mm-hmm.
The president calls on him and says, "Okay, this won't be a good question, but go ahead."
Yeah.
He asked the question. He goes, "I knew I shouldn't have called on you. That was a really stupid question." He walks
Poor
in
Jim.
the right cross every single time.
I know. Hilarious. So I know people are asking what's happening with us with MAGA Institute, and we'll just be totally frank and totally honest and transparent. After we came back from CPAC, we had a great time. We had incredible connections made. I think we had an awesome time getting to know what other groups are out there doing and who we can really connect with and partner with on this project. We made awesome connections. And I had like 30 between me and you, we probably had 40 interviews.
Yes.
By the time, I had like 30 and 33 that week, and then a few following that week, and then you had a few here and there. And
I was talking to Mark Meadows and Doug Collins.
Right.
Times.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was a great time. And but since then, because our website launched the first day of CPAC, and then we were doing it, we were growing that, and our build out was being done, and then we were going to do money bombs and different stuff happening, and then suddenly coronavirus hit, and
dead in the water with everybody else.
Well, exactly. I would not feel very good about asking people to send us $20 a month right now to help us stay afloat while they're trying to figure out what they're going to be doing, how they're going to buy toilet paper. That is not something that we're interested in doing to our crowd and our people and our tribe. So we're still working. We're still doing what we got to do. We've had a couple of elections, as Timbo referred to, and once we're getting closer to more primaries and closer to some of these runoffs from those bigger states, North Carolina, Texas, and California, we will definitely be hitting it up one more notch and asking people for volunteer hours and seeing what you guys have to say about, different candidates. So that's what we're here for, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Absolutely. And New York is in New York. We're at the 28th, but we've gone to early voting now. So in 10 weeks, we're going to be able to start voting.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have some big primaries coming up.
Yep. So we're going to kick that up a notch.
Absolutely.
Kick it up a notch.
Well, good. We want to keep this file relatively short so that we can upload it without it taking 3 hours. But we're going to be doing some more of this. We are looking for a large donor to enable us to complete the build out of our website. When you see what the website is when it's all done, it's going to blow your mind, because one of the things that we took away from CPAC is that no one is doing what we're doing. Wouldn't you agree that there was great excitement among people?
Every time.
People said, we have needed this for so long. Nobody's doing
Every
it.
time.
So we got a great idea here. The website's going to be unbelievable. When you look at the map now, you see each state as a block color based on how they voted for president in 2016. And when you click on the state, what you're going to be able to see is how each individual congressional district voted in 2018.
Right. It'll drill down.
And then as you click on the congressional
District itself,
it'll show you who the incumbent is and who all the Republican challenges are. And there's going to be links to their website. So you can, if you have a favorite, you can click on their website, go to them, and donate directly.
Yep.
And
very cool.
Be a tremendous feature. The candidates are loving that, because it's not like we're collecting the money and then we're charging a fee to give it to them and all of that.
No. And I want to start hosting. I know you and I've talked about, let's let our people know. I want to start hosting some of these candidates on one of our strategy calls. We should definitely be interviewing so people can hear from them directly.
Absolutely. And we're going to test that out. And the guy that's building our website is going to be producing our show. The regular show is going to be fantastic looking. But again, everything comes down to money. Until we got to get him money to finish the website, and then we can give him money to produce the show. So but our like Brooke said, our fundraising is both our large and our small fundraising, because we're looking for lead donors, and then we're looking for monthly patrons to
sustainers.
But right now we can't really ask anyone for money because everybody else has higher priorities.
Definitely.
But we did want to keep you up to date on what's going on. We haven't gone away, and we are just waiting along with everyone else.
But we love you and we miss you.
You're having a nicer wait. See, April is the cruelest month, said the poet. And
sorry.
He must have been living in central New York, because we've got the gloom.
Oh, it's gloomy here today, but most of the time it's been pretty nice. But I'm tired of cooking I'm cooking 3 hots every day, because my man is, he's working over here. He's working from home. So he's got breakfast, lunch, and dinner on his plate every single day. And I'm tired of cooking that much. I'm ready for him to go back to work.
He's a lucky man. Timbo makes a baked ziti, and then for that night and the next 3 nights, Timbo's eating baked zitis.
Oh, well, we do plenty of leftovers too, but I'm tired of cooking. I've really enjoyed it. I don't mean that. I've enjoyed the cooking. I've enjoyed the time that we've had together. So Corona quarantine, I've added my 15, but it's still been really, really nice to be home.
Well, your Corona quarantine's in a little nicer locale than mine. Walk down to the beach. That was a beautiful moonrise picture you had.
Isn't that pretty? We were very blessed. Very, very blessed.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody. Until next time, God bless you. God bless these United States. Keep fighting the good fight. Take care, Brooke.
Take care, Timbo. Bye.